haircut, that's for sure. There's a key. There's a key in the front door.
Lock it.
I don't even know what's up tomorrow. Just got off a sales call. Right, had a really good call with this lady, like, and we're gonna bring her into one of our higher tier programs. Man, like, I'm so moment to moment. I just look at my schedule for what's going on tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I have a call right now that I'm late for that I need to get up on, and I don't even know who's on this call, to be quite honest with you. But now that I'm looking at it, it's actually there's new regulations coming down in marketing that we have to follow because there's stuff going on in like the European Union, and I'm about to get on a call to figure out what this stuff is. So. Moment to moment, sale to sale, online marketer, client to client. What is it actually called? What does it mean? The EU run by, like, it's the European Union, but does the United States have like a thing on this where the United States penalizes you? Because we're not a European business, we're clearly an American business. So is that just basic links at the bottom of an email that says if you want to do any of this, go here? It's kind of like an opt-out thing. If you want to opt out, but it's different, they can change and modify it, right? Okay, that's not a big deal, right? That's not a big deal. I'm going to talk to my legal counsel on it, but like, I would take a bigger hit on 4% gross income. I would take a bigger hit by doing this than I would on the fine. So I got to look into the details of this thing. In the whole, I'll talk to my attorney about it and just look through it. But yeah, and then I'll talk to other people. Look into. Can you look in, Michelle, to max what percentage of those people that we market to, those countries, are in the European Union? What a bogus law, huh? What a bogus thing they're putting in place. Like, what's the reasoning behind it? Like, they want to protect their people's data? And how's Facebook handling that? I mean, Facebook's gonna find a way, not around it, but just a way through it, you know? So like, I'm sure they'll just adjust whatever, but it's like their platform's still gonna kick ass, and they'll do fine, you know? So I think for us, I'm gonna reach around. I'm gonna reach out to Grant Cardone's office and see what they're doing about this, and let me reach out to Bill Barron and see what he's doing about it. I definitely got a misunderstood word. They didn't clear some shit for me. I gotta find out what that is, but
Gotta find it.
Yeah. But the law is that the European Union doesn't want you marketing to people without their consent to send follow-up emails. I think it's bullshit, and I think that, the law, I agree that the law is legit because they're putting it in place, but I think the whole reason of what they're doing, I think, is bullshit. And I think that that's like, somebody makes a choice to give their information for something that they want, and they opt in to give an email address. They're giving an email address information to you, saying, here's my email address, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. So if they're giving me stuff and they want something that I'm giving to them, why would they not, why would they not want more stuff from me if they like the first thing that they opted in for? So I get the politics and whatever behind it, that there's politics and stuff, and that each country, and this union has its laws on it, but ultimately I think that what they're doing is it's not good for business,
Yeah.
And if what was wrong with the other laws, like if you didn't want to be on an email list, you just opt out.
Yeah.
So what's the big deal with that? The links are down below. Click it, you're out. You don't get marketing anymore.
Yeah.
So why make the big stink about it, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's ridiculous. I think it's jumping through hoops. I think it's censoring entrepreneurship, and I think at the end of the day, I'm going to read into more of it and make sure our business is protected on it. But 8 or 9% of our list is from the European Union. So to me, that's not a huge deal. We'll adjust. We'll adapt. I just think it's some serious bullshit, and I think there's a way we should fight it and figure out how we can fight it. I want to look into this and figure it out. But for all of a sudden the laws to come down and everything that we've built to try and help people and get people information that's going to serve them, and all of a sudden somebody comes and says, well, this is the fucking new law. Like, okay, well, who voted on that shit? And I have to subscribe to it. Being in the U.S., I think it's crap. So I want to figure out what's going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey buddy, it's Ted calling to check in with you. I got a question for you. What is your take on, and what are you guys doing about this, that everything has come through with the, I think they're calling it the GDPR or something, the General Data Protection something, I don't even know what it's called. But it's basically the law that came down from the European Union that you have to get people to actually, once they opt in, to click a box to say that they agree to be marketed to after that. So it's a change that, you know, even being American businesses, if they're European, from the European Union, we have to do this and follow it. So I'm curious as to what you guys have heard on this, what you guys are doing on this, because we just had a whole call on it on our team, and I'm going to check in with my attorneys on it, but checking into what you guys are doing about it. Fill me in. I mean, it would totally, like, it would impact our, like, I wouldn't care so much if it was the European Union from the perspective of like 8% of the people that come from there, but it's totally going to affect us if, like, we have to change all of our marketing. It would affect our entire business, like, drastically.
Yeah. Because it would apply to everyone you market here.
Yeah, and then it's kind of not fair if, like, people find you if I'm not targeting them, but they find me. It's like, I could understand, like, okay, don't market to people in the European Union. That's great. We'll just increase our advertising. It would impact our, like, I wouldn't care so much if it was the European Union from the perspective of like 8% of the people that come from there, but it's totally going to affect us if, like, we have to change all of our marketing. It would affect our entire business, like, drastically.
Yeah. Because it would apply to everyone you market here.
Yeah, and then it's kind of not fair if, like, people find you if I'm not targeting them, but they find me from the European Union on pages that I set up that are American pages, and they found me out of their own goodwill, and they're giving me their information, that I have to do that for them.
Yeah.
Because they're seeking me out. Like, that's bullshit, man. You know, how do you run a business like that? And then I gotta have somebody on there, hey, are you from the European Union? If you are, go here. If you're not, go here. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right now.
Damn.
All the major software companies are, like, they're adjusting to this. Which is all the more reason why you stay getting on Facebook and getting on Messenger chat and getting all these platforms.
Yeah.
So funny, 2 weeks ago I was like, we have to move to this because this is where it's going.
Yeah, and this kicks in when?
The 25th.
25th.
And then they can actually fine you for 4% of your gross revenue. So if you're making $1 million, they could fine you for $40,000. If you're making $10 million, they could fine you $400,000. You know?
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy?
All right.